Hi and welcome to RCKicks. On today's show, well, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're actually going out of the studio and we're going to go and meet a few people who race RC cars that come in boxes like this. Yes, believe it or not, this is a full-blown brushless lipoed RC. So if you're interested in seeing just how good these little things are, you better stay tuned. I'm with Samuel from Bomb Racing and he's organised this. So Samuel, tell us a bit more about what you've created here.
Right, well we run Bomb Racing. We're predominantly a 128 race scale. We run the lipo cars, so like your Mini Zs but a little bit better. They run in lipos, a bit more sophisticated. So we've set this club up, it's in Letchworth every Monday night, and you can see full on track. But yeah, that's what we race. We're putting on the race of day event today. We are running Mini Z days of the co-shows, but we're mainly going to concentrate on the lipo-based cars.
128. Have you got something you can show us?
Yeah. So this here is your rear-wheel drive platform, which is a bit like, I suppose, your 112 pan cars. Rear pod,
I can barely see that.
Corby wing electronics, and then this is so different. It's an all-wheel drive.
Oh, there's a four-wheel drive.
Yeah, all-wheel drive, and that's almost like a touring car. So you've got full front and rear bull diffs. Just camber, tow, caster, the whole lot.
So that literally is a full-blown brushless lipo.
All-wheel drive, yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't know you did four. I thought
yeah,
you did
they're
two.
quite. The thing is, with our scale, we're actually dialing out traction. So most of the tracks we race on with the rubber tyres on the foam tracks, we actually have more traction than we need. So a lot of times on the rear-wheel drive cars, we actually have the front wash out a little bit because we're going. So all-wheel drive is not really needed. It's not really chasing traction. But on like a day like this, where it's a fresh track layout, you'll probably find, if you look at the times, all-wheel drive will probably dominate for first half of the day with lap times, and after that, the rear-wheel drives then come in and go past them. Yeah.
So how much would a car like this set you back?
That's Reflex Racing chassis. They retail at $440. That comes with pretty much everything on it. You don't really, unlike the other brands like the GLs, you have to have options. This one you don't really need to add anything to it. All that's fitted to that then is a hobby wing, ESC and motor, reflex servo, and then your receiver and transponder. But that's pretty much how the kit comes.
So about the same, comparable to if you were going to go racing a 110 or
yeah,
112. So yeah, comparable.
Yeah, and all the ESCs, you got program cards, all your normal hobby wing program cards. You do your softening, your boost, timing, everything's done that. Yeah, they've progressed so much. A lot of people think of this scale of Mini Z, which are good, they're fun, they get everyone into the sport, but this is kind of like the next level. This is not.
I mean, that looks like a serious, just the same as if you were doing a 110 or a 112.
Yeah.
And it's lipo as well.
Yeah.
My God, that is. I don't think you can realise just how small that is. So yeah, wow.
Yeah, so off the back of the club, me and my colleague Nick, who just popped out, we've opened Bomb Racing Shop, which is a shop, and we import Reflex. We import a UK import for Reflex.
So you do everything.
Yeah, the shop does hobby wings, everything, anything you see on other cars, you can get via our shop.
Oh, so a one-stop shop. You're not hunting around trying to find random bits from different places and stuff.
This is a bit different. This is a GL car. This has got quite a few different options because it's just a GL as a car in the market. A lot of people do pop-ups for it. I'd say at the moment that's the pinnacle of your rear-wheel drive. Reflex kind of dominating the world. The PM World Cup is in France in November. I'm pretty much going to. Last year I think they took the three trophies. So Mod GT, Mod Pan, and Mod Open they call it, and the stock one they took the Reflex chassis. And then this is probably the best all-wheel drive you can buy at the moment.
Wow, it just blows me away how the quality of what you've got versus the size of it. I can barely see that. My eyesight's terrible. So if they need to get hold of anyone's interested in maybe taking up something like this, where's the best place?
We're on Facebook, so we've got Bomb Racing Shop and Bomb Racing Club on Facebook, and then you could put in Bomb Racing Shop online. We pretty much come up the top for this stuff in the UK and come up there. It's real. Wow. So it says there that Bomb Racing, it's all classed everywhere.
Well, thanks for inviting me down. This is pretty something very different for me. I will be building one on the show if my eyesight can stand up to it, and then I'll be bringing it racing. So if you're interested in seeing that, stay tuned. Thanks very much for inviting me down.
Cheers. Have a good day.
Yes, so I'm going to be building a Reflex Racing two-wheel drive RX28 kit. So let's go and open it up, take a look at it and see what you get for your money. Well, when it says on the box 3 times world champion, it must be pretty serious stuff. So let's open it up and take a look at it. Also, I've got a body to look at as well. It is a full kit, pretty much exactly as you would build a normal 1/10 size. So let's have a look at the body first and then we'll dig into the kit. Now you can get hard bodies and Lexan bodies. This is a Lexan body from Rad Body. You're looking at £24.99. Comes with a few decals, but you're going to have to paint this up with polycarbonate paint, just like you would any other. Now I'm quite chuffed to have this one as it's one of my favourites. I've seen this body painted up before and it looks really good, especially with the kit wheels. It's very sleek. Also you get a little spoiler at the back there that you can mount, and I just really like the look of it. Right, let's dig into the kit. Now one thing a lot of people comment on is that as it's smaller, it must be cheaper. Well, in engineering terms, it's completely the opposite way round. Why? Because of the size of the tolerances. When you're machining something to a 1/10 scale, you're going to have some slop, some tolerance. Well, the tolerance of a 1/10 is going to be much bigger than it is for a 1/28. So anytime you miniaturize anything, your tolerances go up massively. Because imagine if you're 1 mil out on a 1/10 and 1 mil out on a 1/28, yeah, it's not going to work. So from a price point of view, having these the same price as a 1/10, if anything, I'm quite surprised they're not more expensive, because manufacturing these to those kind of tolerances is very hard and very expensive. Another aspect a lot of people don't think about is when you have something so small and so light, any kind of rubbing or friction between individual parts is a real issue when something is very small and very light. So when it's heavier, your car can overcome a slight stiff arm, for instance, when it's binding a fraction. Obviously, we try and make sure that we remove all that when we build the cars. But you can imagine when you get to this scale, everything has to work perfectly for the suspension to actually move and travel smoothly without locking up and being stiff. One thing I really like is the deep dish rear wheels. They look fantastic under that polycarbonate body. Got to pick up some tyres, and I wonder if you can re-dye these a different colour. Just look at the machining on these parts. They are absolutely gorgeous. Now my son came with me when we went down to visit Bomb Racing and he was really taken with these, so I think I might let him have a go at driving this once it's fully built, or I might rope him into actually building it with me. And like I said, I've still got to purchase the ESC and motor. I also need a transponder and receiver, but I have the servo. It is a metal gear and metal housing servo. Now the kit comes with bearings and it comes with all its lovely stainless hex hardware included in the pack. So I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. Stay tuned, as in an upcoming video I'll be building this up and then taking it for a shakedown.